What's good, everybody? I'll take my mask off since there's nobody around. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another Sunday live stream. Teach to skate, learn to skate, hang out with Daniel Trujillo. This is Daniel Trujillo. Hi.
Hi, Mike. Wait, hi, Mike.
Yeah.
How you doing?
It's like not mirror. It's gonna be the worst thing, I promise. This whole thing. Yeah. What's up? So we are hanging out here. Oh, there we go. So we're hanging out here at Bixby Park. I'm at Bixby Park. Daniel is somewhere in Vegas. Where are you at?
I'm in a undisclosed top secret location right now. Yeah, this is American Southwest. It's Area 51, actually.
That would make more sense. Yeah, that explains it all. And yeah, we're just gonna hang out and do some skating. I think. I don't know. Probably talk about some skateboard stuff and answer some questions I've been asked about. Where do you keep your missiles, and who are we reporting to on a daily basis, and all those things. But we'll get to that in due time. Uh-oh. We lost Daniel. Let's see. He might be coming back in a minute. Anyway, so I'm going to start off with some warm-ups like I usually do and just jump on my board and see what we can do. Daniel is, I think, coming back in. He must have just lost his connection or maybe just got zapped out for a second. Got beamed up. We'll see. In the meantime, I've kind of been warming up, trying some Ethan Young type nonsense. Take this mask off. It's super clear today. Oh, here's Daniel. That's what I'm talking about.
I press the wrong button.
He's back. Oh, it's all right. Welcome back. That was easy.
Back.
I was just letting everybody know I'm going to start warming up and just jam a little bit and see what my legs are feeling like doing today because it's Sunday morning.
My legs sort of felt like doing that.
What do you usually do for warm-ups? What's your like go-to for starting off the session usually?
I usually do a bunch of walk the dogs.
Yeah.
And, maybe some street tricks if I can, but
nice.
There's not really any stuff around here. If I'm at a skate park, I like riding the mini ramps, like just pumping a bunch. So gets my legs all warmed up,
Yeah. I should start doing that probably. I feel like that's the hardest part for me is like just getting my knees bent.
Yeah.
Whatever. I was playing around before the stream started with the Joe Humaris, Ethan Young, half walk the dog, and then like the switch foot to pull in thing. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I've never been able to do it, but like I was kind of getting it today. I think because his tail is so steep. Oh. Same. A lot of that right now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like my grip tape's like just at the point of the loss of grip to where my foot slides a lot on it.
Oh, yeah.
Also, like Mercury's in retrograde and stuff, so.
It's like dragonfly mating season.
Yeah.
Are you still using the DKL grip or whatever it's called?
I am.
How's that going?
It's going all right. It's still a little. It gets pretty peely and stuff, like on the edges, and it's just like it's gotten better over time, but it still is not really good for the Las Vegas heat. Sort of, but it just comes off the board at will.
Is there any grip tape that seemed to like do well in Vegas heat?
Any not abrasive grip, yeah.
Anything else? What can you explain what that stuff is that you're riding to? What the non-abrasive grip is?
Okay.
For people who don't know.
So let's see if we can get a good.
I'm gonna pull you away from your skating here.
I don't know if you can see the texture on it, but it's sort of like the same texture as a ping pong paddle, because that's basically what it is. Essentially, what it is, the stuff that's on a ping pong paddle. It's rubber, so it doesn't destroy your, chrome shoes. And I like it a lot because where you save in shoe money, you like make up for it in a a little bit of frustration with your grip.
Mm-hmm.
But it definitely allows you to wear ridiculous shoes.
Yeah, because I feel like you never really blow those out, right?
Yeah. Well, also, this is like the 80th pair I've had, so
Oh,
I just keep them looking fresh.
it's like was it the dog from The Simpsons? He's just like they just keep getting the same dog every time.
Yeah. More like, yeah, it's the Santa's helper of the shoes.
Yeah. Huh. Oh, I'm sad now. Thanks. All right, let's see what people are talking about here. Who's all on? Malin, what's up? Okay, so I don't know how you're feeling right now, but everybody's been asking about Walk the Cows, and I am like the worst example of Walk the Cows. Gosh, that board looks so good. Would you would you be interested in giving some tips on Walk the Cows?
Yeah. So how do I'm going to sound like a boomer here. How do I make it go onto the chat without actually leaving the room? Because
is that what happened last time?
Yeah, I pressed chat, and then I was like, wait, how do I get out of this? I can't see anything. And then I just...
Oh, no. There should be... So on my end, I have comments, banners, and brand. You should have one that says comments. Do you see that?
If I click on the thing that says chat, I will, but then I don't...
You get kicked out? Can you try it again for us? If you get kicked out, we will... I'll, talk amongst ourselves for a minute.
Comments. There we go. Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's happening? Where'd you go? I'm just kidding. Sorry.
I see Maria hates it when her chrome shoes get trashed after one session, so that's why you get this non-abrasive grip. And look at that. Now I know how to use this weird chat thingy on this live stream. Nice.
Yup.
Oh, Yo-Yo's here, too.
Dude, Yo-Yo's on all of these. Yo-Yo and Ben Carter have, the award, and May have, the award for... They're tied 3 ways for... most consistent stream viewers. I'm sure I'm missing someone too, but this has been so much fun.
Yeah, man, I just switching boards to this one. This one feels so much faster. I'm riding a boat with that other one, and
oh yeah, we should probably talk about that at some point too. But oh man, so many secrets.
So let me see. Walk the Cow. How do we do that? Which board do I want to do this on?
Yeah, he's got both of them. I didn't know he had both of them set up. That's amazing. Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, I'm more in tune with this board right now. So, what do people want to know?
I think Malin was asking about the Walk the Cow. I think he wants to know how to set up for it. I think he can tune in and let me know too. Yeah. Tap in. People say, right?
Yeah, tune in, switch on, switch off.
Awa. I need a dog. If a dog rolls by, Dan, I'll get you an awa. Sorry, Dan. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
So, setting up for it. Okay, so there's the real setup, and there's just the learning how to do it setup. So, learning how to do it setup, I would say, start riding like you normally would, and just turn your front foot exactly the opposite direction that it's supposed to generally be going. So that perpendicular to your board, so it's exactly right angle across your board, and you have to make sure that your foot lays right there, just barely past the bolt, and then you rotate your foot and rotate your foot back to how it's supposed to be, and then that will leave you with your board right there, and then you put your foot down.
So you said you're kind of pointing your toe in the opposite direction it should be going.
Yeah, so normally be like this. You rotate it there, and then
so from here to here, and you're probably just half an inch or quarter inch past the bolts, north of the bolts.
Yeah, let's see. maybe even a full inch. Like so the inside rim of your shoe is sitting like on the very bottom of the concave of the nose or tail.
Okay. And then you're just kind of winging it, like ripping it forward.
Yep. So a good way to practice the motion or like figure out where the good spot to end up with your foot is to just, whoa, there's some major wind. Yeah. So just setting up your foot, not even on, like without standing on the board, and just rotate. Because then you can figure out, oh, if my foot's at too shallow of an angle, it'll fly away and hit the stream camera. Or if your foot, there's no way you can really bring your foot too far that way, because you're just, if you can, then you got some special skills.
Yeah.
So that's the initial setup, is just cock your foot or rotate your foot and just stepping over. But the way I like to do it, the way it's like really, really visually confusing, is starting normally, you rotate to riding switch. And I'll start from back here so I don't
break it down.
So you rotate 180, so you're riding switch.
Yeah.
And then you rotate the other 180, so then you end up riding regular again with your foot that way. So my foot essentially stays in the same orientation as I rotate the board.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a bad visual example. So like, so you keep your foot facing that direction, switch your legs positions, and then rotate it like that. So
yeah.
So all together, it's 180. That. Hey.
It's such a confusing trick. Like I think everybody that I see try it after they see you do it does like a nollie big spin or like a fakie big spin to cross foot, or like they try to do something so different because it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I think the first time I saw someone do it, R.I.P. It was John Pope, I believe.
Oh man.
And yeah, he did it good. No, it was John Leathers. That's who it was.
Oh man. Yeah, John Leathers.
Yeah, and Daryl Grogan used to do it back in like the 80s and stuff, and now he has his own even more confusing like backwards one.
Do you remember Hans Smith's version, or was it Hans Smith or Hans? Who was it on the F forum who would do them, and they were just so clean. If you were a street board, he would do like 360s out of them, 360 shove-its out of them.
Yeah,
Hans Lucas.
I don't remember. Although Hans Lucas, I gotta pay respects to that guy. He was honestly, this is a thing that might be good for.
Oh yeah.
Chat material. Obviously, like a bunch of the younger people might not know who Hans Lucas is, but he was and I might not do it justice, so Yo-Yo might be able to jump in and help us out with the description.
I was saying Yo-Yo would be great in this situation.
Hans Lucas, he was a longtime member of the F forum, and wow, the sun just came blasting out in its swarm, so I'm gonna lose this Waltz hoodie stuff.
Disrobe, Daniel. I remember Hans Lucas was like an F forum like former, right? He like started at the F forum, didn't he? Or was it the WFSA that he started? I can't keep it straight anymore.
It was one of those things, and he actually ended up paying for me to go to some of my early contests during the mid to late 2000s. And he apparently did that with a whole bunch of people, because I've heard other people tell the same story, that he just was being some sort of
philanthropist for the freestyle community.
Philanthropist for the freestyle community, and he ended up having brain cancer or a brain tumor or something, and then passed away because of it.
Yeah.
But he apparently like touched a lot of people's lives in a very positive way and helped freestyle turn into what it is now. Because I definitely wouldn't have been able to go to like the first world round and some of the other contests. I think like Philly 2010 was one that he
Oh,
helped
wow.
me get to. And yeah, so Hans Luke, he deserves a big plaque or like statue in the freestyle Illuminati Hall or something.
I'll talk to somebody about building it. Talk to the contractors.
Yeah.
No, that's huge though. Like I wonder how many people at the Philly contest got there because of him. Because we had such a huge group there, and I think he told me that story like just recently, and I didn't know you were like he kind of funded your trip. I mean, I'd imagine so many people had a lot of help getting there, and that was like kind of the start of like the next wave of like freestyle for the world, really, not even just the U.S. but like all over.
Yeah,
it's like
for real.
Soon after that, we had like, the World Roundup. We had the big Swedish contest that happened. Was it the
Malmo?
Malmo, yeah. I feel like the Philly event and some of those early 2000s, mid 2000s ones were kind of the first domino being tipped over.
Yeah, 2010 I feel like was the really really big domino.
For sure.
Yeah.
Waltz into Waltz T. Oh, Waltz into Waltz T. Yeah, took off the Waltz hoodie into the corgi. That corgi shirt's sick.
Yeah. Also, since some people might not have ever seen this hoodie before,
it's a glitch.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Classic glitch design.
Yeah, so few of those.
Yeah.
Dude, that one's in good shape. Mine's like super wrecked.
Yeah, I've only worn it. It's only for special occasions, and today is one.
I wish I could make it to the World Roundup, says Baby Kawit. Yeah, I mean, the World Roundup isn't even really happening this year because of COVID, and last year it was digital, so I'd say, it's kind of a bummer, but you're not missing out on much this year, at least. What's up with the current contest scene, though? So the current contest scene's dead, just because of COVID. Unfortunately, I want to do one here. I think we need to do one in the States, and Long Beach makes sense because there's this flat ground area here. But that's maybe a conversation for another time.
Yeah, I mean, what does the stream think? Where should we hold the next big online contest?
Yeah, in your backyard.
England doesn't count. No England.
I mean, yeah, I think Euro freestyle is going to stay strong. They've got such a great scene, a great community in Brandenburg. I think it's going to be pretty easy for them to keep that going. Chris is such an amazing connector, just a great advocate for the community in Germany. But yeah. God. Anyway, but I don't know. Euro freestyle is probably the next big one, and then I don't know, man. Long Beach, Vegas, Braille
Vegas,
House?
maybe. Yeah. Oh yeah, Braille House. It'd be so awesome.
They've got that whole flat ground area now. They moved the shop up north, so their back room where they had all their stock is now like the perfect freestyle spot. Oh my gosh! I don't know how I caught that on the wheels. I'm kind of proud of myself for that one.
I missed it. What'd you do?
Oh, it was a tail stop, very underflip to wheelie. Holy, what?
trying to get back to rail. I need to get that.
That stall, just holding that. Holy cow! Let's do one in NC, says Sean. We can call it the Intergalactic Freestyle Skateboarding Championships. I love it.
I think we've already had an Intergalactic Freestyle Championship. It was actually held in San Diego in 2014. But because of the feelings that might have been hurt, we never released the footage. Bo was there, Robbie Williams was there, and me, and there was one other person. I don't remember.
Word. Yeah, I heard a lot of feelings to have a contest like that, huh?
Yeah, it's like being declared the intergalactic champion is, a title that shouldn't be taken lightly.
The problem is when all the planets aren't represented, really. Like when you have systems that aren't getting full representation in the judging, I feel like that's when people start to get real upset.
Yeah, there's, all those planets that don't have like smartphones and stuff. They just don't get their proper representation.
Yeah, man. Seriously.
Oh no, B's trying to commit suicide. Get away from me.
Can you show no-handed pogo to rail, says Lars. That's a good one. So I don't really do no-handed like pogos to rail, but I do often do like the drop to truck stand in rail. I can kind of talk about that.
Yeah, recently I was practicing the Killian and Yuzuki thing, where they.
Yeah. From the top of the tail, the top of the nose.
Yeah.
There's so much happening. It's tough for me to get that. Like, I don't know. I feel like you're dropping it so far that always freaks me out. That makes sense.
I don't want to kill you.
Talking to the bee.
Yeah. Okay, it flew away.
Okay. See what I can do with this pogo to truck stand to rail. Or not. What?
Yeah. Let's see here.
So that's what I usually do to get into it, right? I'll do regular pogo, and then I'll drop it to truck stand, and that's kind of its own trick. Is just a truck stand to rail.
Yeah.
In terms of like no-handed variations, that's kind of the best one I would recommend doing. You might even just want to work on the pogo to truck stand, pogo to no-handed truck stand, which I think John Bunn taught me, if you remember that name.
Yeah.
His trick was always to go into the pogo and then put your arm out, the arm that's on the grip tape side, right? So for me, it's my left arm. Stick your arm out, and it'll kind of like trick your body into sort of leaning that way. That's what he would say. And that might help you kind of start to press the board down. And as that board starts to kind of rock down and lower its angle, you just got to kind of drag your foot up and sort of guide the board forward into kind of like a tweaked no-handed 50-50. So let me show you.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about it the way you described.
Yeah.
Like, what if I have never done this before?
Yeah.
How does your description
limited
hold up there?
Limited visual cues, right? So hopping, put my arm out, and I just try to think about guiding my left foot that's against the grip tape up and forward. So up vertically and in the direction of my chest, so that the board kind of drops into what we would call like a tweaked truck stand. So it's not just straight out to the side, it's out in front. Hi. And you just got to kind of drop your hips at the same time and lean kind of back into your right as well. But it's just a matter of figuring out how to drop out of the truck stand. And that's kind of its own little battle to have. Figuring out how to drop from truck stand onto the wheels again can be its own battle.
Truck stand tip. Or no
we
hand
could talk about truck stand. Oh, what's that?
What? I was gonna try something, but I messed up.
Oh, jeez.
I think you know the one.
Oh no, was it the no-handed?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, the nollie in. Ooh, ouch.
Yeah. Oh no, I just ruined my board.
Oh, did it chip?
Yeah.
It lasted a while.
No, I got the first part, so that's all I needed.
That dude in the back, yeah.
Prove that I could do that.
That was good. Those are the. I do not enjoy those. Not on myself.
The trick is called a nutcracker. I don't know why, but
yeah, that's why.
Scary.
I still don't understand the Masahiro version.
Oh yeah, I can't even get that. I can't even pretend to try. Like, I don't know. No. Yeah, I totally did it.
So Masahiro Fuji will do a ollie, half front foot impossible, driving the board into the ground and landing pinched in a no-handed pogo. And he's done it in contests on like marble floors before. It's probably the most impressive thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, and then I've seen him do that to the, the MF Casper thingy. Flip out.
Incredible.
On the, super slick world roundup floor.
Yeah. It's wild. All right, so how about 360 pogo? 360 pogo? Like pogo 360, like spinning? I could try that. Let's see. Do you still do the thing with the bottle cap in the bushing? No, that was just one set of trucks I had in that one video. That was an old Fury truck that did that. They just had like a little gimmicky thing where they had a bottle cap. But that wasn't anything that I did like for a reason. It was just the trucks I had on hand.
Speaking of Pogo 360, while Mike finishes going through the chat, I'm going to see if I can do something that I was trying that I have not landed yet. Hopefully I get the first part right. No, the truck stand 360 body varial out.
Whoa. Oh.
Although the Renegade thing is a good call. I feel like I have better odds with that. So I'm going to do that for a moment.
Yeah, no pressure. Pogo stabilizers are... Whoa, that was so close. Is that the single kick or the double kick? Single kick.
This is the single.
Whoa, cool. Have you ever used Pogo stabilizers? I haven't. I've used long hardware before. Like at one point, I think I got like 2-inch long hardware that I used as my truck hardware. If you can imagine, like it coming out for the truck, and that didn't really work well. Those got bent and they didn't really like grip anymore. So I'm not really a big fan of like Pogo stabilizers. The best thing you can do if you really want something to like make your... What's up, man? Have fun over there. Thank you. The best thing you can do is to use like 1/4-inch risers, I'd say. Those are like going to give you a bit more height on your base plate and make it easier to balance. But something like a Pogo stabilizer, I'm not sure if it'll really do much more than that. I don't know though. Have you used them, Daniel?
Pogo stabilizers, no. I made like a couple of versions of them that I was trying, back when I was actually working on these weird things that I have on my truck right there. I don't know if you can see that.
Tailgates,
but,
right?
Yeah, they're for tailgating and stuff. I tried making some Pogo stabilizers, but I didn't like them too much. They were always made out of like really crappy plastic that I 3D printed.
Okay.
But I did used to. Right now, I have 2 sets of risers, and I did used to have like big fat wedge risers.
Yeah.
It'd have like a really maximum spot on there.
So the idea was that you had more like meat right here to stand on, right? It was just a higher platform, a thicker platform to stand on.
Correct.
I see. Interesting. What? Yeah. So you have them on right now, right? You have some risers.
Yeah, but I used to have like wedges, so it was like
big ones.
Big fat thing.
Oh man, yeah. I think that was what I rolled in. I think, Daniel.
Nice.
Ew. I rolled in a pile of something fun on the way here, and I just realized what it was. So if you want to guess what it is in the comments, be my guest. Great. All right, so
Pogo 360 body varial to Pogo. I don't know.
Whoa. Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Yeah.
Some crazy stuff. That would be sick. I mean, I want to try that out off camera, I think, because it's just going to be mayhem, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can you give that a go? Maybe we should try it on camera.
I'll try the Renegade like 2 more times, and then
Yeah, I'll go for the 360 body varial. I feel like it would be kind of like a fan flip without the board moving.
yeah, it'd be like
So
an inverted fan flip. Like,
are you sure that's what it is, Doctor?
That's trying to imagine how that would even be possible, other than like grab the board and somehow jump around it yourself.
I'm in public, man. This is just embarrassing. I'm just gonna like you're watching me do this.
Yeah, I got that one.
Yeah, trying to like find a spot to push off of.
Yeah,
that's interesting. Maybe I can like.
Yeah, I don't. We'll leave that to Mizuki or one of them.
Yeah,
you figure that one out.
I'll have it tomorrow. Cat in the Hat voice. Double cheese eggs. Eggs. So many eggs. Impossible is nothing. Just do it. Ah, man, impossibles are tough.
PLA tore up way too quick. Pet G is even, I was using nylon, the nylon alloy. I don't remember the specific brand of that, but,
cool. That's like some stuff.
Yeah.
People in here are getting real. Like I forget how many people do 3D printing and freestyle.
Yeah, we got egg chalk, 3D printing chalk, and
oh man, what was it?
Hang on. While you're doing that, we'll be up in the chat.
Yeah, throw some recommendations or trick tips at us, maybe.
We got a request for a Mirage twist, so that's you, Mike.
Yeah, Mirage twist. So I think I explained this in the last one, but the thing that's helped me the most with Mirage twists is make sure your shoulders are rotating more than your board, right? So like you got to be like almost at 180 degrees before your board kind of pivots all the way around. A lot of people will think they have to like drive the board to start the trick. They'll be like this. Does that make sense? And it just throws your balance off and gets you all twisted up, makes you trip over your legs. You almost have to think about it like a 180 pivot or 180 carve before you think about throwing the shove it part of the trick. Because it's really those two parts, right? I guess I'll show an example as well. So, or a better example than that, maybe. So, yeah. So it's kind of like a 180 carve front side, followed by like a quick kind of front side shove it off the back wheels. So if you think about doing that 180 pivot, and then once you get to like a little bit less than 180, you're going to kind of throw the board front side. And if you've done it right, you should land rolling fakie with the board having done a total 360 spin.
Yeah. The beautiful songbirds of Long Beach.
See, those are the parrots. One of them will wake up. It's whoa. We love Long Beach. Let's see. Now, if I could get my legs to do that properly, it's a tough one. And you got to go into it with some speed. If you don't kind of run into it with a little bit of speed behind it, a little bit of momentum, the board's just not going to move at all.
Yeah.
I would recommend working on, in addition to that, just different kinds of pivots. It's going to sound really simple and really like kind of Mr. Miyagi-esque, where like you don't really understand why you're working on this so much. But things like the backside pivot, that swing to fakie that a lot of people do, is really helpful because it really makes you think about how your upper body plays a role in how your board has to move for different kinds of footwork tricks. That backside pivot, or like even things simple as like monster walks, which Eric, I know you've got those pretty solid, but like backside or backwards monster walks as well. If you're having trouble with those Morales twists, it might seem like those more simple footwork tricks are not going to really play a role in impact how easy a monster or a Morales twist is going to be. But the muscle memory you get and the kind of like weird stabilizing strength you get from working on monster walks in different directions, or backwards monster walks into front side monster walks, all of that really helps ultimately. Hope that makes sense. Does that make sense, Daniel?
Yeah, it does. I on it actually, when you asked about warm-ups, like one of the other things I often do is just different kinds of pivoting, like in particular 180, and then trying to put stuff like that, because it's like, and then one thing that was like, I guess it was like Stefan Albert really like popularized it, is like the pivots without lifting your wheels off the ground. Like,
yes.
But that was a bad example. But it works better when you have a much larger spot. So it's like just
they're like
dragging your wheels essentially.
He does they're almost like inverted flamingos.
Yeah.
Right? It's like such a strange.
And it is weird because you have to because normally when you do tricks, you have to like try to keep your weight above your board, and that it's like you're like putting it in some weird area that doesn't exist in your body, you know?
Yeah.
Like same with flamingos. It's like just counterintuitive essentially.
Yeah. Freestyle isn't just about like getting your front wheels off the ground and pivoting. It's sometimes about just like dragging your front wheels or dragging your back wheels, or just having your weight ever so slightly over your back wheels to make something easier, right?
Yeah.
There's like, it's such a different, there's so many different ways to do it. It's wild. Kick turns.
Oh, also, I think I owe Vaughn a John Travolta impression. Sandy! I don't. Hey, you know, hey, well, you know what this guy, I was just talking about my friend here, you know? I don't know what
He's the guy from Face Off? Is it Face Off? Is that the one he's in?
Yeah.
Is that Val Kilmer? I don't remember. All those movies. Was it really Nick Cage and John Travolta in that?
Yeah.
Wow. How is that not a greater part of the, our culture, the zeitgeist of 2021?
It is, actually. I heard that the guy that is allegedly the president of the United States is actually not him. He got faced off.
Hi. I'm sorry. Say that again. Sorry, somebody was filming me. I got distracted.
I heard that the guy that's the president now is not really him, and it's the previous guy that was president, and they pulled a face-off situation, and he got his face. Yeah, I don't know who that
Trump
is.
Stop the pipeline. What a monster. Oh, we love Primo Desiderio. Anyway.
Not named names here.
So, skateboard tricks, right?
Yeah.
What's the let's just do tricks. I don't want we should probably stop talking about people.
Yeah.
Does anybody do rail flips ever? Anybody ever do rail flips anymore?
I don't know what that is.
A rail flip, it's like it's a primo varial flip. Randy Mueller does them.
Ronnie Mellon.
Ronnie Mellon.
Let's see here.
You ever work with Randy Mellons?
I have never. Oh my God. Let's see. rail flips. Very old. Yeah. That was for Taylor. I think that's who asked for it. Yeah, aerial rail. Taylor May Silverman.
Taylor. All right. Somebody asked about slapbacks. I think they're talking about kickbacks. Kickbacks are a weird one. I think I learned those on carpet, to be honest.
Yeah, I haven't seen one of those in eons.
Yeah, me neither. The trick with kickbacks is to kick the board back just past 90 degrees and then flip it forward that like 270-ish back to the grip tape. So you don't ollie, you're just doing a pressure flip basically with your either your front foot or your back foot.
Yeah, it's like you're pushing down really hard and then lifting your other foot out of the way and then lifting that foot up really fast.
Yeah. I always did my front foot because that was the same foot that I did my heel side rail stands with. But some people prefer to use their back foot because there's more power there.
Yeah.
But yeah, totally what you're saying. Like you just gotta just jam it down and then.
I'm a front footer also.
Ooh. That's why we're friends. So.
All right, I'm gonna actively do this rail, but I'm gonna claim it as a intention.
Leave it on the wheels. I always worked on doing it like just staying next to the board, like I was saying, like I was just doing. And then once I kind of figured out the rotation, the timing of it, rough timing because it's not gonna be the same. I took it to the grass, or I think at the time I took it to my basement where I had a little bit of carpet to work on. But yeah, you just want to try it stationary and work on kicking down and back so that the board gets that 90 degrees. And then it's just like fling your knee and your foot forward to get the rest of the flip you need in the opposite direction. But it's just all power, man. You just got to go for it.
And essentially the same principle applies to doing it at a rail. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to do this or not, but
never made sense to me.
Almost got it.
Didn't Brett invent that?
Maybe. I know Jacob Witt does it too, so they can fight over it. But
seriously,
yeah, so.
Jacob's got great ones. That never made sense to me. I could never get the board to hit my foot after I did the flick back. That's so wild.
Like that?
Oh, yeah. That's exactly what happens to me every time.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Wow.
I keep like falling forward. So let's analyze what I'm doing here.
The blurg every time you fall is such a mood, says Eggbox. Blurg. Blur. There it is. I think it's hard not to make noises every time. Oh.
I really I hate how I always have like my hands doing the thing. Brett and Killian used to always give me crap about it, especially Brett. But
about your hands, really?
Yeah, you know, the hands getting stuck in that position, you know, the standard freestyler Spider-Man thing.
As long as you're not doing this, I feel like you're. Oh, yeah, that's what you're talking about, the Spider-Man.
Yeah.
One of my hands always does this. I'm always like, one hand is clawed out.
Yeah, I'm always like doing that thing.
Freestyle hands would be a nice coffee table book. It'd be a good one.
Oh yeah. And then whenever I do airwalks, it's one of those things that I've documented it hundreds of times at this point, and I don't think I've tried to not do it, and I can't not stick my tongue out when I'm doing airwalks. Just like for some reason, it just wasn't that little extra bit of balance that my body needs. So let's see. Try to get some airwalks, guys.
Child of Chicago in the 90s here.
Yeah. I think I actually have been able to not stick my tongue out during an airwalk, but it's because I'm thinking about it. So
nice.
My tongue definitely went out during that one.
Yeah, we'll count it though. I mean, it's contest make, with the tongue out.
Yeah.
I don't know how you make those work. You landed not even on the tail. You still rolled away from that.
Let's see.
Oh my gosh.
Wonder if I can do the classic.
Oh man, I haven't done one of those since I sprained my wrist.
Yeah, it's too much effort.
Can you talk about that board you're riding real quick? Can we see that up close? Sorry to break you if you're trying to do a trick, but
yeah, I was trying to demonstrate the airwalk, sticking the tongue out. Hang on, gotta catch my breath from the tongue sticking out. So this board right here is a prototype of a shape that. Are we allowed to disclose who designed it?
Oh, you mean BT?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we talk about that. I think we can talk about that now.
So it was designed by Bo Trefiro from Open Source Boards, and this is the second iteration of the prototype, and it is an 8.125, which you can see
it's a pretty big
solid amount of difference there. If you see that right there, it's like a full, almost an inch. It's a half an inch, but whatever. Yeah, and it's got this. It's currently been dubbed the Magic Carpet board because it had a really, really wavy shape in the prior version. But yeah, so it's got a really mellow concave and sort of a pocket in the center for your foot to fall in when you're doing walk the dogs. It really helps with, or other footwork tricks.
Yeah.
And then they're not like wheel wells, but they got these nice mellow lips around the right behind where a wheel well would be, or in from towards the center of the board. And that also helps with locking your foot in. See, where can I? So when you do monster walks and stuff, or other 1 foot smoothies, it sort of locks your foot in there because there's a pit essentially in this direction. And then you have these things that lock to the inside part of your shoe. So it helps a lot with, say, the pivoting things I was mentioning, just so it's an added benefit of that sort of concave. And then it's also, like I said, gigantic sized, so you can bomb hills on it or whatever, ride over big rocks.
Yeah, I feel like the 775 Munster shape kind of ruined us. At least it ruined me. I don't know about you, but ever since I rode that, I've missed having a big board.
Yeah, I really enjoy the being able to just make a tiny board fly and do a million flips.
Yeah.
But the control and or having a giant platform to land on helps, especially since every time I look down, I'm blinded by my shiny shoes.
Is that right?
But no,
yeah, man.
It really doubles as it's a good shape for people that are transitioning from street to freestyle. And then also if you want to have one single board to do all of the things, because I do mini ramps and just a little bit of street.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's awesome.
Instead of bringing two, a street board and a freestyle board, you can just bring two freestyle boards.
Totally. And I'm such a loser. I'm not a loser, I shouldn't say that. But I don't do anything but freestyle, but I commute on my board everywhere. If I'm riding a 7.25, I'm taking that to get groceries. I'm riding that everywhere in town, which can be nice, but if I have an 8-inch in my quiver, I'm totally going to use that instead. Personally, I'd much rather roll around everything. Yeah. So that's a game changer for me. Oh, what's up? I even recognize Dave. Let me put a mask on. Dave's here early.
Dave. Oh.
Dave's riding. Speaking of big boards, are you riding the Monument? Whoa, he's got the last of the Monuments. What? With the red base plate Ace, I think it's so sick. How you doing?
Good. How you feeling?
Good. Good to see you. Oh, you can't even hear Daniel. I'm sorry. We're just talking about the new 8-inch. Well, yeah. So I'm stoked for it. We're gonna have that. Not quite that same concave, unfortunately, but I'm stoked that we're gonna have the. I'm stoked that we're gonna have the 7.6 and the 8-inch version, 8.0-inch version, which is the latest iteration of that prototype, available in about 2 weeks, I think. But yeah, I mean, everybody out there who's been asking for double kicks, we're gonna have them very soon, and I'm just stoked that you like it. It's been wild to try out so many shapes, and I mean, I feel like we're so lucky to have Bo working with us on so many of these projects. He's such a genius when it comes to board shapes. Right
Yeah, now. And then also, you know, I'm gonna throw you under the bus and give you some credit for the designs on the new boards are amazing. The graphics are they're just so good. Like every board is better than the last, and I'm like, wow, this is the best design, and you just blow my mind every time.
Thanks,
and
man.
I hope and assume that everyone else is gonna have a similar reaction to these designs because they're good graphics.
I thought by now I'd be like terrified and I'd be like phoning it in. I'm terrified every time I get a new board out. Like every time we drop a new board, I am like pooping my pants, thinking about people thinking it's gonna be like subpar or lame. I still feel like I'm struggling to like make something worthwhile every time a new graphic comes out. But thank you for everything you do, and everybody out there who's been a part of this.
Yeah,
it's been a wild ride so far.
To answer a question, no, this board is not symmetrical. It's got the nose is slightly less nosy than the tail is.
And to be clear with the production one that's coming out, so we'll be slightly different. So it will have the same kick angle, but the nose is shorter. So you're so correct that the new one's going to be asymmetrical, but kick angle will be the same. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Also, actually, weirdly enough, these wheels that I'm riding, make it so.
Oh, those are protos as well?
Yeah, these are the prototypes of the new wheels before we even had the embossment thingy on it. And they're like sort of extra wide compared to the other production versions. So, yeah.
Dude, they're like bottomless pits. You can't even see your axle nuts.
Yeah.
It's so sick. Oh my gosh.
This is another funny. Everything on this board is just out of whack. The trucks I'm riding, because the board is big, I tried to find the lightest possible trucks I could, which were tie lights from Titan from like the late 90s. They still have the axle pin thing, so you got to stick like an Allen wrench through there when you tighten your wheel nuts and stuff. Otherwise, the axle will spin. I don't know. Problem that today's kids don't know about is slip axle, where your axle will shift back and forth in it. I don't know why it took 40 years for them to solve that problem.
Is that whole board NOS? Is it just like that whole board is not something that you can buy anymore? It's just fully custom?
Prototype, broken fingers, stickers all over it, highlights.
It's like,
I don't know.
It's like one of you're like the Jerry Seinfeld of skateboards. You're just like always coming out with like some super custom, no one's got car.
Yeah. the Jerry Seinfeld of skateboarding. I like that.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. Well, thanks for being here. We're about an hour. This has been really fun. We could probably go on for like a year just talking about the last 15 to 20 years of freestyle skateboarding.
Yeah. I think we could do that, and if anyone wants us to do that, they should comment and stuff and let us know that they want to hear us yammer on in another live stream. But
there we go.
1 hour is a good good cut off, I think.
Yeah. Any last words? Any last shout outs or shameless plugins you want to do before we cut it for the day?
I don't know. What do you think?
Hey, Daniel. What's up, buddy?
Hello.
He says, hey, hello.
You got the super headphones on,
You got the nice ones.
right?
Way better than my trash headphones.
These were free. I got them on set. They were
Oh,
used
nice.
in a movie that I filmed, and I was like, oh, cool, I can keep them.
Shouts out to the headphones. Really.
Yeah. But anywho, yeah, I guess that's my shout out is to the headphones, whoever, whatever crappy company made these, and yeah, I don't know. I don't have any shameless plugs or anything. Really, it's just Mike and Waltz and.
Yeah. Well, thanks, man. Thanks for being here. Always a good time. Thanks for everything you do to keep this fun and make freestyle. I'm not gonna say it. To make freestyle great.
We're gonna build it back better.
All right, man. Have a good rest of your Sunday.
Yeah,
everyone out there, thank you for being here. We'll see you next time for another live stream. Let us know who you want to see in future episodes. You want to see Daniel back? Let us know, and keep being good to each other, keep taking care of each other, and keep dancing. Goodbye.
Goodbye.